You did the boo whoop thing, huh? I didn't have to train you. So we have a family called boo whoop. Hey, boo whoop. Thank you. That makes me feel more comfortable. First off, Danny and Nancy, thank you for hosting us and putting on a beautiful evening. My younger twin brother by 19 minutes, I beat you, has been married and it really excites me. Today is the day for Carly and Scott, but today, for me, it's all about Scott. This evening I bring you the life of James Scott Henderson. I have 3 acts of adventures and fun to talk about. Act 1, twinhood and the adventures in the backyard. Act 2, the determined fly fisherman. Act 3, city life and the San Francisco Giants. Twinhood. Being a twin is awesome. You always have your friend around to hang out and to share everything with. I've never known a special moment when my brother was not staying next to me. Our first joint adventures began when we shocked our mom from the womb by having 2 of us, 2 boys nonetheless. From that moment on, Scott and I were a pair. We shared friends, food, clothes, sometimes diapers. Thank you for laughing, that was a good joke. But mostly our parents' affection. Our competitive years started early when we were at Fremont Hills Country Club swimming up and down the pool in small Speedos. We didn't really start betting then, but fast forward 20 years, and the competitions always include a beer wager. That's your wedding, I'm not gonna tell who won the last one, but I think Tom, I don't know. Scott, we went through a number of competitive years growing up, and we were both beginning to kind of forge our own identities. Scott excelled, and still does, academically, at everything. But I hate to admit that when you were running for senior class president, I don't think my vote made it in the box. It wasn't until after high school and we were going to college that I understood and appreciate what having a twin brother meant. Scott, do you remember the year between college and high school when we realized for the first time we'd start to be apart from each other? That's really when it kind of hit me. It was a shocking concept for both of us. We both went our separate ways in college, but it also made us closer. It really set the basis for how we are today as adults. Being in college enabled Scott to become a dedicated, hardworking, and caring person. And I remember hanging out in UCLA on weekends and getting called Scott from behind from his green lens friend. It's the best compliment I've ever got. Scott excelled at UCLA and kept on going. As you know, he got accepted and graduated from Stanford and earned his professional engineering license and topped that off with a structural engineering license as well. We're very proud of him, particularly me, since he managed to do all of this while keeping up on going on trips to Zion, rock climbing, rappelling off 600-foot cliffs, and competing in triathlons. I look forward to adding more adventures in our lives, including our wives with us both. Scott Henderson, the determined fly fisherman. This all started with Ian and I, close by his sides, fishing in small creeks. We were 8 or 9 years old. He had a real passion for the streams and creeks around our hometown. In a local creek, not 6 or 8 feet wide, we hunted for small trout with power bait, sorry John, and lures. I have watched Scott catch 20-inch brown trout on the Truckee River and seen how happy it makes him. Scott has become an artist fisherman.
22 inches.
Thank you. He has the ability to mimic nature, recreate it, and trick a fish to striking onto his dry fly. Scott's college days and first few years of college work consumed his professional time, and fishing seemed to take a back seat. But over the last 5 years, something changed. He reconnected with his fly rod and started seeing the enjoyment of time spent on the river. Already structural engineering project. Who wrote that line? change did not happen naturally. It had to be guided. It took a catalyst in his heart to remind him of things he feels strongly for. It took someone that could listen to him, someone who could support his dreams, and who loved to see him happy. Carly, thank you for that. Thank you for getting my brother back on the road. Act 3, City Life and the San Francisco Giants. Brother, you made magic happen in 2010. Clearly, the start of the relationship with Carly and you, aligning the baseball guards to pull off a World Series. 3 times in recent years, the Giants have ignited Scott, feeding him with energy, hope, and possibilities. It is clear that the city boy in you, someone is very, very excited about and being in the mix of things, is always excited about winning a baseball game. The city is the home for you two. It can be foggy from time to time and pretty rough on a small Vespa, but it's clearly your home. It's been fun to hear your adventures in the city together and see your life grow closer as a couple. Whether you're riding around in a little Subaru, good choice, great taste, or visiting your favorite neighborhood restaurants and coffee shops, city life is something that you both bond over. I can't wait to see what new adventures life has in store for both of you. Whether it's attending baseball games with your new family, admiring architecture structures, or exploring Europe, which you'll do shortly, I'm truly happy for you both. Carly, it is with my whole heart that I welcome you into our family. Take good care of my twin brother. Scott, I admire you. I look up to you. I think you are successful, trusting, loving, and thoughtful, and I love you. You have found the perfect life partner. Can everyone grab a glass? Scott and Carly, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your adventure together is waiting, so get on your way. Cheers. And here is Jenna.